Where are we going? They used to do a chain across there every year. It's closed. Come on. It's like a major place where everybody walks through. Lots of people walk there. I've walked my dogs here for a long time, and I used to see them all coming, and the trail would always, like as soon as it snowed, the trail would show up. So shows you that people use it frequently. Come on, man. You, come on. Come here. You get tied up and you're gonna regret it. Come on, Guru. Guru. Get focused. There you go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Just got updated too. They were pushing the wallet thing so fucking hard. I've never, like, the phone always wants you to have something hooked up for payment, and I know I don't have anything hooked up for payment. Come on, let's go. And now all this stuff going on with the digital, I mean, money is not worth anything. You guys have to know it, right? It's not worth anything. We're just pretending. That there's no fairness in any of it. This is just pretending. It's whatever somebody else will accept. They just keep trying to push the envelope more and more. Hey, will you pay this much for a banana? Would you pay this much for a banana? Talk about climate change and the video gets hidden. Like, people don't fucking know. Who the fuck is living their life? And it's like, well, yeah, they told me there's no such thing as climate change. So, this must be the way it's always been. I wasn't here yesterday. I was just born today. It's gotta be even stupider than before. I wasn't born yesterday. Well, if you were born yesterday, then you'd know it was warm yesterday. And next year you'll know that it was warmer than it was when you were born. So there you go. You might have just fallen off the turnip truck, but if you talk to some people, we'll get you caught up. We'll get you all up to speed on your warmer environment than it was last year. And then it was last year. And then it was last year. And then we had a fluke. And then it was last year. Come on, let's go. Why are we going that way? Come on. here it is. I got a new pair of boots. My wife got them for me. Nice and warm. Feel comfortable. I like the boot type of design. So that one's got, you see, it's got a bend right here and right here, so I like that. They use the patches of leather. People might say, oh, well, it's not all leather. That's okay, because it's like a Kevlar nylon in between the leather sewn to it. It's really slick. I like it. It's like a tub. Your foot's in like a tub, and then they connect that to the leather or to the nylon, and then the leather goes on top. So it's kind of like a sandwich, and the tongue is really supportive. So, Goro, come here. So when you cinch down your laces, it doesn't like dig into the upper part of your foot or anything like that. It's kind of like a nice, not too bendable, but I can feel it changing as I wear them. But it's like a little cast. Nice. They're on sale. I have generic boots, and I have all sorts of different kinds of shoes and things. I'm not like a brand name person or anything like that, really, but I'm not against brand names either. So they're North Face, which is it's kind of an interesting thing. You see, it's a respectable company because they used to make quality products and not care about the price. You know, they're like, well, if you want a quality product, you're gonna have to buy the price. But then you see people like quality products, so all the public was like, oh, fuck it, I'll just save up and I'll get some North Face. And so it became a brand name at that point, where it's like, instead of like, it just means that you're making a wise decision. And so as soon as they get that accreditation, then they start trying to slip in bullshit stuff. Or like, everybody loves Costco, and I used to love Costco too, but every time that I've had a Costco card, by the end of the year membership or whatever the fuck it is, I'm always so fucking pissed at them. I'm like, fuck this, we ain't never going back. I don't think I've ever had a membership for more than a year, because I'm like, fuck Costco. Anyways, you go to Costco and they're like selling, oh, how could they sell the stereo that I always wanted? How could they sell it for less? Well, because it's a different freaking model. No, it's got the same model number and everything. Yeah, but it's the one that they made for selling at Costco. Those are the ones that they made in Guatemala or some other place where it costs a lot less to make them. Seriously. Those are the ones where they forgot to change the dye, because they make all the good ones in the same places they make all the bad ones in the same factory. They just changed the brander. This one puts a sticker on it that says high quality, and this one says budget. There's a little bit of difference in the making of it, but only when it costs them money. Come on. Because it costs money to change the equipment too. So you gotta think about that. We could just tell them. All you have to do is just tell them that it's in there, and they can basically make it be in there by their own. It's like near beer. You could tell them, oh yeah, it's actually real beer, and they'll be like, oh, haha, I'm drunk, and they're not. It's just like that. Within reason. Maybe people are so good. But you see, if you knew, come on. It's not like you're changing something. It's just like something, your interpretation of something is what it becomes. You know, it's kind of like the way you manifest it. I don't know how to explain it. I don't even really want to try. Nobody really talks back to me anyways. I've been watching those trans investigation videos where they out people. And it's not like a sheep would want it to be. It's not like we're making fun of these people or anything like that. We're just saying, hey, this person's a liar. And then we ask the question, what's the point in them making this lie up? Why do we have to have this lie? What does this lie do for who? And you know, what's it do for me? What's it do to me? How do we create our reality? How do we accept things and you know, how are things changed? How does it become the new world order, which is always just on the other side of the thing? We're getting all these programs and things like that. It's the new world order's coming. The new world order's coming. Well, nothing's coming. It's here. It's not new. It's the way it's always been. We change the things the way that they can change them. I don't think it's from this group of people anytime that we've ever been cooperative with each other. I don't think that's the way that this grouping set out on the world, you know? I think it's pretty clear that they got like resets. I don't know the totality of it. You know, how bad of a reset is it? Wouldn't you think that'd be something that you'd be writing about? But I guess the people that are making this place the way it is this go around have given you the idea that those are stories and things. I don't know. New boots got good traction. See how it goes on this ice down here. Like I've said about cars, I don't have as much weight as a car, so it actually needs to be softer. I've seen where they use like a suede type of material, and that's actually really good on the ice. I think it's because those little fibers, it's like a paintbrush. They all, whoa! So, oh, that's actually pretty yucky on your spine. I'm walking along, and all of a sudden, my foot, the path is not solid, and my foot goes down, and then it's solid. Hey! Oh, pretty good traction. And then it's solid, and then so it's like you missed a step, you know what I mean? I hate when that happens. And then it changes the way that you put your foot down, so you're not putting it down where you're getting a spring action out of your toes. Why are you doing that to me? You know what it means when I pull you? Cut it out. See where Goru's falling? I don't want to fall. Got brand new boots. I don't know how these things perform, baby. Oh, yuck. This is all mud too. Mud and ice. Damn. Fucking no consideration. Come here. Pay attention. Oh, those things are so fucking crazy. Let's go back to the trans investigation. Marilyn Monroe is a fucking boy. Was born a boy anyways. Born a fucking boy. Marilyn Monroe. Can you believe it? Do you believe that shit? They do those fucking investigations on all the celebrities, everybody. Your favorite one, I know, I'm almost positive. Your favorite one, whoever it is, it's fucking backwards. Fucking backwards. Jennifer Aniston? Yeah, that's a dude. What the fuck? What the fuck? I mean, let's back up here for a second. And what's been shown to us since the very fucking beginning is like these curves. They try to copy the curves. Some people they copy them pretty good. You're not gay if you thought that somebody was attractive. They got pretty good bodies. Most of these fake things, I mean, and they're so good at faking it, you probably don't even know that it's fake. It's kind of like that. Just go over it. Look on it. Come on. So you think they're attractive. You think that's got to be a woman. Look how big those hips are. They got implants. And then it's not, because I used to have this question like, well, do they even know? Did Marilyn Monroe know that it was born a boy? Miley Cyrus or whoever the fuck these people are. Hannah Montana. I don't know. What's the one from Herbie? I don't know. I don't know their fucking names. The one from the new Herbie movie. That's a fucking boy. Boy. And her dad, I'm pretty sure her dad is a girl. They do it that way too. Boys are born girls. Isn't that weird? It's so fucking weird. Everybody had this big... You can't tell me that it doesn't fucking matter, because what about Caitlyn Jenner? Kyle Jenner, or whatever the fuck it is. I mean, is that like a double agent? It's a man. It's a woman that's turned into a man that turns itself into a woman just to fuck with everybody. See, look how much of a man it looks like. And they're like, it's a woman, you idiot. It's always been a woman. When it won the Olympics, it was a man. But it was a woman. Dressed up like a man. No. Nah. Couldn't be. Couldn't be. How you gonna know? Oh. You could go look. Let's go look. We'll go check. They won't let you check. It's kind of like going to Antarctica. You ain't doing it. You ain't checking. You ain't checking to see if Prince is a woman. I shared a post about, I think it's interesting. Like I say, you know, even if you're not, oh wow, those ducks, the dogs don't see them. Whoa. Too slow, Joe. Come here. Oh, it just made me forget what I was talking about. Fucking dogs. Oh yeah. So it's, I don't know what to believe. The more you look at it, the more interesting. I mean, it's always interesting. I think it's interesting, even if I knew it was fake. Like, this is a fictional story. We enjoy fictional stories just as much. Sometimes more. Anyways, it's a, I don't remember the name, but they're talking about the moon being the map. But you see, the way I originally heard it was some fucking dudes were doing an experiment, and they used some kind of chemical silver oxide or something like that, and it never sat well with me, because the moon isn't a solid object. I'm pretty positive about that. It's not a solid object. And this guy or girl or something, I don't know, they seem like they're a foreign person, which kind of muddies the waters. But anyways, they're talking about ethereal planes, how it's like a mirror, like as above, so below, or below as above, or I don't know how the saying goes. I don't really care. Well, I should, I guess. But anyways, when you look at Mars, you can see it's a reflection, and you're like looking at this reflection, and you can see the places that would be, you know, in the line of sight, in the line of refraction or whatever. They would be in the mirror. And so it's like they got Mars inside Jupiter, and Jupiter's inside Saturn, and all this stuff. Like the rings of Saturn hold Jupiter in the center, and then kind of down towards the right on hey, careful, you can't be doing that. You might feel good now, but all it takes is one little hurt. And come on. And I thought that was really pretty neat. Talking about ancient understandings, which, you know, seem very different than the way we understand it now. Different names and different ideas, different principles of the way things work. But it's really interesting. I don't know that anybody's seen it or looked at it or anything like that. I said let's talk about it, but people probably won't want to talk about it. I don't know. I think that other thing could be, you know, like inside the crater on the moon. I'm not saying that. This is not that. And they do all these overlays with the moon and the other lands and stuff. And how the fuck would you know? How would anybody know? I mean, let's say you're a pilot and you're flying over and you're looking at Lemuria. Well, you're not supposed to be over there, so you're not going to be going over there. All you can do is see it, and they tell you that it's this or that. And so you don't go over there and check. And so it's this or that. End of story. End of story. You don't go over here because you'll have problems with this and this. Okay, well, the pilot doesn't want to die. They don't want to crash the airplane. They don't want to be responsible for all the goods on the airplane, all the souls or whatever the fuck is on the airplane. So they follow the rules. Because we made the rules for your safety and for mine. This dog, what are you doing? Come on, are you doing this on purpose? I gotta think that she is. I gotta think that the dog's fucking doing it on purpose, because you got this fucking rope hanging between your legs. Why the fuck? You wouldn't be fucking caring about when I go over here, the rope is fucking pulling on my pussy, rubbing on my dick, whatever the fuck it is. I wonder about you guys. See, get off. Do they think, oh, I'm tricking dad, It ain't no fuck trick, it just makes me hate you. The government is not pulling its wool over anybody's eyes. Everybody fucking knows. We're all just so dumbed down. Nobody knows what the fuck to do. What do we do? How do you get out of this? How do you get out of this? You get a one world order, new world order, whatever. One world government. How do you opt out? Can I opt out? I don't want to be part of you guys. And I'm still a human being. So you still have those rules. You can't be genociding me or my people or anything like that. People that don't want to be part of this big fucking society. And what kind of people would want to be part of a group where you weren't allowed to talk to those fucking Indians over there? That's kind of like what America was. America comes in and they're like, those Indians are really bad. They're scary. Don't go over there. They're gonna cut your hair off. And it turns out that we were the ones cutting their hair off, so we could prove that we killed them. I don't know. What? Who even wants to be a part of any of this? Do you really? Why? Why would we even want to be any of this? I don't want to be any of America or anywhere. I don't like. Everywhere uses money. That's all stupid. What are we doing? What's the point? If we made up money, why do we have to get it all? It's not even what it's for. It's not to have a whole bunch of it. It's so you can have a whole bunch of other stuff. Money isn't anything but like a placeholder. It's like a credit system for it's all for bartering. We should make it so that you don't get paid money for services, for labor. It's only for produced goods. We don't even need money. If the produced goods are just shared, if you're not making anything extra, then you don't need extra. If you're not making cereal, you don't need all that grain. You just need the grain for you. And what you need. So look at all that extra grain that there is. And all of the people. Nobody is hoarding it to sell to somebody else. We're all just using it. It's not like it even gets to last forever. Nothing lasts forever. It's just this way. It's so that people can not do something. Live off of somebody else's credit. It's like a parasite. They're parasites. That's what it is. I wouldn't even say that they're... That's probably where we miss the boat in trying to fix this. Is we think that they're our masters and they run us. But they don't. They just tickle our ears so that we do things that they can milk. So they can milk us. We're like cattle in that way, but not in the sense like we're owned. Just in the way we're lumped together in masses so that we can produce for a small group. Because they can't own us. Look how free we are. Please. I got caught in something fierce. Where's my dog? There he is. Let's see if we can get some nice snow. I'm not against swallowing it, but it wasn't as clean as I hoped it was, so I just spit it out. They say don't eat snow for water because it'll make you more thirsty and dehydrate you. I think they say that because of distilled water. Come on! Come here, go. Because of distilled water. They say you're not supposed to drink distilled water. Come here. You're doing it wrong. Come here. You gotta do it like this. Good girl. But distilled water is good for you. Yeah. Let me say you don't live off of water. I think that we're made up of water, but there's no nutrients in water, and that's when it's actually the best for you, is when there's nothing in the water. Distilled water is the best for you. No, rainwater is the best. No, distilled water is the best, because rainwater is distilled water. Rainwater is naturally distilled. The steam, the condensation, the gathering, the collection, the liquefaction, and then it falls to the earth. That's a distillation process. That's distilled water. That's fresh, empty water. Nothing in it. And so that's the best for you. You put the distilled water inside you, and what does it do? It's a solution for moving. It's the operating fluid. It's the operating fluid. It's the hydraulic fluid that moves everything. That allows all the different things to get to all the different places to move and interact with each other and form these things that they do. I'm not even a fucking doctor. How hard is it to think about yourself and to understand this stuff? You're just a big filter. You can't get the dust to go through the filter. You have to have something to wash it through. So there. What's an inanimate object? What's an inanimate object? It's not alive. It's dead. What's it made out of? Metals. Things like that. What are metals made out of? Do we put it in our body from the environment, or is it in the environment from our bodies? Being the environment. I'm sure everybody's thought of, and you probably owe this to the globular bullshit, but everybody's thought of the way a cell is portrayed to us, and matter and atoms and all this stuff. Little balls spinning around each other, or, you know, all these things. All these circles. I lost my train of thought there. Train of thought there. Beep beep. Yeah, so anyways, there's lots of other land. I'm interested in the workings of these other lands. We're told, even from stories, that these people live there. People live on Lemuria, Antarctica, all these safe places. You know, we hear about. These people have a map of it, and they got it all labeled. Everywhere that we live, that we know of on the known Earth, has like resources and things on this map. It's like an atlas, and it's showing all the resources and everything for those areas, what they do there, where the cities are. And then the other one is just names of continents, maybe showing some mountains and stuff. They don't show anything. Land over the poles. Over the poles? Well, the pole is a fucking ring. The pole's a ring. Okay, right? You can't get them. The one day you're going to fly down there and they're going to be sleeping and you're going to get them. And then you're not going to know what to do. I'm going to make you eat that whole fucking bird. You kill it and I'm going to make you eat the whole thing. Feet and everything. I like chicken feet, so maybe duck feet are good too. Ducks don't look like they got as much feet as chickens. I don't know. As much feet too? Yeah. 2 chicken feet. Oh. It looks cool as fuck though. I mean, it doesn't even look that far away. In relation to the way that everything else is. But you know, I gotta say that this, thinking that you live up in Alaska and you're like by the North Pole or whatever. Sure, you might be by the North Pole for this little realm. But when you start looking at the rest of the map, you're like farthest away from everything. We're the farthest away from all of those other cool places. But actually there is, now that I say that, I'm remembering that there are places a lot closer that we don't know about. They're like places all intermixed with us that they try to hide. It's really weird stuff. There's a person over here, so I gotta pay better attention to the dogs. Alright, goodbye.